Hey everybody and welcome back. This is Dark Souls Remastered Episode 9. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames, and I have removed Reshade from the game, so it immediately looks different. It looks a little bland, like the contrast is off, but I'll play for a bit and probably get used to it. For those that don't know, we missed Sin's Fortress. I recorded the entirety of Sin's Fortress, audio only. I forgot to hit recording for the actual gameplay, so I recorded for 46 and a half minutes, something around there, of me talking, and not a lot else, unfortunately. Alright, let's do what we need to do here. I almost went down to the catacombs and skipped this. That would have sucked, because I believe there would have been a force field in our way. Excuse me, it's that time of year for phlegm in the throat. It just is what it is. You know how it is, people. Offer souls to the Lord vessel. Let's level up. We can still get points from dexterity, but not much. I bet we get the most benefit now from a little endurance. We shouldn't have to worry about any sort of reinforcements. Nothing needs equipping or repairing. And to be honest, combustion is virtually useless for us at such a low level, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's dump some junk into this. And yeah, just kind of do what we do. Store straight sword, broken sword, straight sword hilt. Oh, I never noticed the difference between a straight sword hilt and a broken sword. Huh. By the way, the claymore. Great weapon. I think I did a playthrough using that at least one. It's actually a really nice weapon. We're getting rid of all this crap that we don't need. I'm going to keep the lightning spear just for the heck of it. Let's see. Nope, we want that bow. Although I would like to get a better bow. And I know where to get one. I know where to get one, do you? Alright, guys, one of the subjects, you know what? We're going to keep a lot of these shields because some of them will have... No, not that one. And not that one. Okay, we got rid of a bunch of junk, so that's good. Any items that we don't need? Sunlight metal, cracked red eye orb. We really don't need that. To be honest, I never used the Divine Blessing. Let's see. Throwing knives, I so rarely use. Dung pies. I like to clean out Lloyd's Talisman. I like to clean this out. Just so that it's easier to sort through it. And if I'm running through it trying to grab something real quick, I don't have to worry about scrolling through a bunch of crap that I never use. Alright, we cleaned that up a bit. The topic for this playthrough has been masculinity, the manosphere, being a man, and relationships with women. So obviously if you're a woman watching this, you'll get a lot less value out of it. At least not value directly applicable to you. So we have the Estus Flask, and we have a Divine Uchigatana plus Foe. Let's do something. I noticed in most playthroughs, I don't do anything with these coins. They just sit in my inventory uselessly. So let's go ahead and use them. Alright, there we go. I love that noise he makes. Just sounds so crude, doesn't it? Awesome. So... oh, I know where we can get the bow, and I just figured out that we have enough souls for it, so instead of leveling up, let's warp to the Undead Parish. Last time we left off with the topic of she lets me, or the wife lets him. This is known as deference, or deferring to the woman. Now, let me start this off with a disclaimer, because we live in the internet age. There's always at least one person out there that tries to misinterpret what you're saying to be some sort of extreme or absolute, and they try to come up with some antagonistic response to you that really isn't what you're saying, so you end up feeling this need to put a disclaimer on everything. I wonder... No, we don't have any twinkling. Okay. Did he have a bow? No. Alright, we're gonna go down here and get the bow. From Ferris? Ferris bow, maybe? We'll see what it is. Okay, I dodged that, but whatevs. Okay, I dodged that one too. The timing. I gave the correct input. The game just messed up. There we go. Pretty easy when you wait and do this later rather than immediately off the bat. Can you bleed the Titanite demons? I don't think you can. Today's drink of choice is black coffee with some half and half frothed up. Black coffee comes from whole Starbucks espresso beans, which pretty much have the darkness level that I'm happy with. I'd like darker, but I found that to get darker than Starbucks espresso, I have to go out of my way to order beans online or find some super expensive brand. I saw Death Wish in the store the other day. Death Wish coffee. It's like super caffeinated. I'm pretty sure all they do is just add caffeine to the beans. I don't think they find beans that have that much more caffeine. I really don't, but maybe. I haven't looked into it. It'd be nice if this bonfire could be warped too, but it's not a big deal. This isn't Dark Souls 2, this isn't Dark Souls 3. You can't warp everywhere. You can only warp somewheres with an S. So, the disclaimer. Do you never, ever, ever defer to a woman? Well, no, obviously not. Absolutes are rarely the case, rarely the truth, rarely what you should do. That's why you shouldn't assume that someone's talking about an absolute if they're not, you know, talking about an absolute. I forgot, this guy can be pretty tough. And then we got A-hole over here shooting Soul Spear, or whatever that is. Not Soul Spear, but Magic Missile, or Soul Arrow. Soul Arrow, is that it? I'm forgetting what it's called. Got him. You know, I'm not in human form. This was a great place for PvP. This was my favorite place in the game. Not because of how it looks, but for the PvP. I would just sit here in human form and let people invade me. He's backstab fishing. Oh, I was just throwing out the parries randomly and then remembered, oh yeah, there's a priest that's around here somewhere. Be careful, it's possible to backstab him right as he starts the cast, so after the backstab, the casting begins to heal him. I think that's happened before. I think this is a situation where I've seen it, so it's kind of awkward. Like you're backstabbing the guy, and just as you do the backstab damage, he heals himself. That is a slightly tricky attack to parry because it's ever so slightly delayed beyond what you would imagine it should be. All of those guys seem like they should drop something, but they don't. And now we're going to get Ferris. We're not going to wear Ferris' nifty hat, but, you know, whatever. There's another knight? Oh, I always forget about this knight. Not quite a one-shot, but close, close. There we go. And time for Ferris. We're gonna bleed her out. I think it's a her, right? If nothing else. Come on. There we go. Twin humanities, the black bow of Ferris, and the Ferris hat. That is a lovely, lovely hat. An absolutely beautiful, wonderful hat. Let's see. I think we need Twinkling Titanite to upgrade it, don't we? So that'll be our secondary weapon, unless or until we get something better or we need anything else. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, yes, but if we equip the katana, then we medium roll. Yeah. Okay. Black Bow of Ferris. Good. Let's go ahead and kill Sif since we're here. No thank you. Bye. Bye. If you want heavy armor, there's the Guardian set right behind this little platform, or this little tower. So go get it, guys. Go get it. So no, you don't apply this application of you never, ever, ever defer to a woman. Now, if you're living with a woman, you guys have a house together, you know she's much better at deciding about drapes and curtains. That's really important to her. Then you tell her, be like, honey, I'm going to leave that in your capable hands. I think you'll be best to make that decision. But what you don't do is what a lot of guys do, and they think is funny, is to defer to the woman on nearly everything. There's some knowledge out there in the marketing community that men make the money, and this is not as true as it used to be. Women are now making a lot more than men. Younger women are making more than their male counterparts. But it has traditionally been true, and it's true for older couples. Men make the money. Women spend the money. So that's true. Even women are typically in charge of most of the major purchases. Women decide on the house to buy, the car to buy, appliances, dishwasher and dryer and washer and all that stuff. So I think it's important to not get caught up in all of that nonsense. Ooh, the hornet ring for that backstabbing MFer. All right, let's do this. Despite having only 6 Estus and a lot of souls to lose, it shouldn't be too hard. Oh, he got me. Is he disabled yet? Nope. And done. Easy. And, you know, some people may say, well, you know, Fox, what's wrong with her making the decisions? In a world where you believe in the myth of equality and egalitarianism, things that just don't happen in real life, they sound nice, they just don't happen. They just don't. I don't know what to tell you guys. You have two people who claim to be in a 50-50 relationship. There's always going to be one that is the lead, one that has more authority, one that decides more, one that defers to the other. And the goal as a man, and you can do what you want to do. By the way, that noise was this mug scratching across the table. It really was. I don't know if any of you know about that drama involving that guy on the news who apparently let out a huge fart, and then they later blamed it on a mug dragging across the table. But anyway, as a man, if you do that, if you defer to the woman for all the major financial decisions, you probably defer to her for other decisions. In big picture, she's probably not going to respect you for it. Let me give you a pro tip, guys. Here's something you should almost never do. Okay, almost never. Do not be driving out and be like, hey, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. That's what women sound like, apparently. And then go, what do you want to eat? Women don't want to hear that. I'm telling you, women don't want to hear that. You know they don't want to hear that because as soon as you ask them, what do you want to eat? What do they say? Well, I don't know. What do you want to eat? She's telling you that she wants you to pick. But here's the good news. If she really doesn't want what you pick, she'll let you know. We've discussed this before. That's the good thing about women. They want you to lead. They want you to make the decisions. If they're really not happy with it, they'll let you know. They'll tell you. Most of the time. Most women will tell you most of the time. If they don't tell you, that means it wasn't a big deal to them. Also, something to be aware of, guys. Don't make a big deal out of something that's not a big deal, because that makes you appear childish. Children throw tantrums over things that don't matter. I had to take the sucker away from my son one time. He was like 2.5, because He was in a rear-facing, well, two years old, something. He was in a rear-facing car seat at that time, and I wasn't capable of monitoring him closely while driving, and I didn't have confidence that there was... I believed it was possible, although remote, that he could possibly have choked on it. I doubt it would have happened, but I didn't want to take the chance. So I had to take the sucker away from him, and he put up quite a bit of a fuss. I mean, he didn't like completely throw a tantrum. He rarely ever does that with me. He's very well behaved with me. Not so much with his mother, unfortunately, but that's another story. He got a little fussy about it. And you have to understand that to a woman, if you get fussy over stupid stuff that doesn't matter, little things, she's gonna treat you the same way she treats a child. She's gonna see you like a child, because you're acting like a child. The other day, my girlfriend was talking to me. She's like, she was thanking me for not making a big deal out of her being cranky. Listen, you know, I guess her back hurt a little. She was hungry. Women can be cranky for all sorts of reasons. But men make one critical mistake. They almost always assume it's their fault. Your woman's cranky, she's mad, she gets a little snippy with you. Well, she must be blaming you. You take responsibility for it, even if you don't think you did anything. And what ends up happening is that it's not syndrome, but it's this condition, this situation, this, I can't even think of the right word for it because I'm in a playthrough. I'm so much more eloquent when not doing a gameplay playthrough. But you have this sort of situation where when somebody takes responsibility on themselves, blames themselves for something, they often get mad at the other person. They project that anger outward. One of the most common ways you see this is driving. You're driving along, somebody turns on their blinker, they're right in front of you in the lane next to you. They turn on their blinker and they start to merge over right into you. They're going to hit you. You lay on your horn, you hit your brakes to try to dodge it. They swerve back over when they realize you're there. And then what do? A lot of times, if it's a guy, especially if it's a guy, they'll honk back, flip you the middle finger, shake their fist at you. And of course, this is weird because you're thinking, well, what the heck, dude? You did this. This is your fault. What? Where am I? Oh, there we go. I'm like, this is your fault. You're in the wrong. What are you getting mad at me for, right? Well, he's getting mad at you because he's projecting his anger at himself onto you. He blamed himself, rightly so in this case, and then projected that anger onto what he sees as the source of the blame. You made him blame himself. So now he's mad at you for making him blame himself. Let's see if we can fast roll with our new... Still can't? Maybe just get rid of that? Really? Okay. That's odd. Now that we have a Divine Uchigatana, you can kill them. Here's the good news. No matter how low their health gets, no matter what source the damage comes from, as long as the killing blow is divine, they'll die and won't resurrect until they respawn from the bonfire. They won't just pop back up. So you don't need to do all the damage, you just need to do the killing blow. What? I thought I locked on. I guess not. Wait a minute, hang on. Oh, sorry. Here I am talking about it. I'm not even using the Uchigatana because I just realized I've already killed the their Warlock or whatever it's called. So these guys will die with any weapon. But had I not killed the Skull Lantern dude, they would not have died right there because I was using the Iaito rather than the Uchigatana. Let's see if I can hit this bonfire real quick and then... Yeah, there we go, okay. Alright. So, one of the life lessons is, as a man, if the woman's cranky, you have a tendency to want to blame yourself, to take responsibility, to feel like you did something. And then your immediate response inside of you is, why is she mad? I didn't do anything. What did I do? So then you might project that anger onto her, blame her for you blaming yourself. The smallest little crankiness from her becomes a big deal because you turn it into a big deal, you the man. She gets mad at you for turning nothing into a big deal, And now you're arguing about nothing. And both of you are wondering why you're arguing about nothing. Right? This happens all the time. This is a really common occurrence. I'm about to sneeze, guys. Hang on. I'm right on the edge of this sneeze. Oh no, it went away. I would rather have just sneezed. Oh well, it's gone now. I'm gonna draw them out and kill them. Okay, I just figured out why I don't get stunned by him or staggered. I forget I have the woof ring on. I was like, why in the world can I withstand this hit and not be staggered? I'm like, woof ring, woof ring, woof ring. All right. By the way, normally I do the jump down right here. Is it right here? Or is it on the other side? I really should go through the catacombs the proper way, but I hate the catacombs. I get turned around, just like in Blighttown, I get turned around all the time. And I hate it. You know what? I could kill him with the Ferris bow, but it won't count because it's not divine. Did you like that? Yeah, I don't like this katana's two-handed... Oh, shite. Schnickers. Okay, that's one. That's one. That's one. Who knows what that's from? Here's a hint. Thanks, Star Trek. Anyway, let's see. Wow, that came fast. That's what she said. Oh, okay. Yeah, enough of that nonsense. It's enough of that inappropriate nonsense. Got him. Now we can kill him with the regular Iaito. Did you see those invincibility frames when he jumped? All right. The Great Scythe is in here. It's a wonderful, wonderful dex weapon. It's very powerful. Does a lot of damage with your dex being high. So definitely worth your consideration. Lucerne, I'm not as big on. I believe it's a halberd. I've never found it to be very effective. It's not the best option. There are better halberds, in my opinion, so I've never really used it a whole lot. The Lucerne is also in Demon Souls, I believe, where I think it's a little bit better overall. Come on. Look at him. He just fell apart. I always come up here thinking there's an item, and there never is, but with each and every playthrough, I continue to make the same error. It's a small error, so it really doesn't matter. Woo! Oh, I was like, what is that? What is coming at me? Is this a fireball? Nope. It's an Estus flask, y'all. One shot, one kill, but boy, was that guy annoying until we got him. So, you don't defer to the woman. But the way to avoid that is not simply to think, I won't defer to the woman. We have this natural tendency to want to defer to women. Men do. And so you're probably wondering, well, why? It seems contrary to our nature, right? It's actually based on, I think, nurture. We don't naturally defer to women. We do it because men are typically raised by women, especially young men now, and even slightly older men, millennials. We're a generation, in many cases, mostly raised by women. Single mothers, not just single mothers, but single mothers and teachers. Elementary schools are full of female teachers, junior highs, and even high schools are majority female teachers. I'm getting hit by this spiky statue like I don't know it's there. Okay. You know, it is nice to have a divine weapon. Oh, look at that. You know, normally I feel like that... Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway. So because we have so many women raising boys, And because we have this school system that's been heavily feminized in a gynocentric society, you have men being raised to essentially defer, what the heck? To defer to women. It's almost innate now because you've been doing it for so long, you've been taught to do it for so long, that you think it's the appropriate thing to do. And in many cases, men are taught that women, just by their very nature of having been born female, deserve respect. What do men tell each other? Men teach each other, you have to earn respect. You have to give respect to get respect. You have to earn respect. You need to earn that shit. Women? No, you just respect women because they're women. Women deserve respect just because they exist. You? No. You have to earn it. So that's something to consider. Alright, I'm focused here. Woo! He shoots that thing fast. That's what she said. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. I wish they would drop the lantern. It's very useful when they do. This is that's where you fall down. I'm not sure if that's where I want to go or not, because I get confused on where to go here. Actually, let me see if I can kill them with the regular Yaito. I think I can, right? No? No. Ooh, 2 shots, 2-handed. Okay. So you want to be very careful not to fall into that trap. You may have been kind of taught that by society. You don't want to do it because, number one, it doesn't work to your advantage. It doesn't. And number two, it works to your disadvantage. You're specifically hurting yourself by doing it. You're also giving women the wrong impression. You're giving women the impression that they're in charge, they make the decisions. That's not the impression you want to give women, because that'll come back to bite you, especially in relationships. Now, if you have a boss at work, okay, you have a boss at work. Regardless of what sex, male, female, those are the only two, by the way, they're still your boss, right? But if we're not talking about a boss, if we're talking about a relationship, you don't defer to the woman because she's a woman in a relationship. She will learn a bad habit of thinking, gosh darn it, woo! I did not think I'd survive that. And I just about died again from this guy hitting me. What the? Well, he jumped back like a douche. Green Titanite Shard. Well, that's just so exciting. Where do I go from here? Just down, I guess? Mm-hmm. Well, this is pretty much where I wanted to go. I just wasn't planning on going here this soon. Come on, where's this a-hole? Okay, I think there's more in here, right? No. Oh, in the bonfire. By the way, guys, this bonfire is new as a Dark Souls Remastered. This was not in the original game. It wasn't in the Prepare to Die edition. So, just so you know, this is a very nice and useful new bonfire. Because this guy right here was definitely the hardest blacksmith to get to. One of the hardest merchants to get to. It was extremely inconvenient to have to run back here. Let's buy a couple of those just to make sure we don't run out. He doesn't sell anything particularly interesting. But he's the only one that can make, I think, fire and chaos weapons, I believe. Although I so very, very rarely make fire or chaos weapons. You'll notice that most people, if they have an elemental weapon, it's fire. Or, I'm sorry, lightning. They'll get the lightning one. And the reason they'll do that is because it's so much easier to get a lightning weapon than it is to get... Hang on. Okay. Than it is to get a fire weapon. Because lightning, that's the giant blacksmith, he's right along the way. He's right along the way. Everyone passes him. Pretty much. Let's reverse it and kindle it. Women will ultimately resent you for deferring to them. They do want to give input. They do want to have some decision-making power. They do want to decide some things. And you know, being a true man, being a really skilled, perceptive romantic is knowing when a woman wants you to make the decision and when she wants the decision made for her. Oh my goodness. I forgot how shitty this area was. Alright, let's try this again. I just wanted to kindle it. It wasn't important that I stay human. We do not have the right kind of shield for that. We do not. Alright. We have the wrong shield for that nonsense. I think there's another one coming, but nope, okay. Oh, those two come at once? That's shitty. There we go. When they're not rolling into you, they're really not difficult at all to deal with. It's that roll attack that can just exhaust your health, eat through the stamina on your shield, stun lock you into oblivion if you don't have poise. The shield is good just to give you a possible chance to get out of it. And I don't think they're backstabbable, but good news is they only take one shot with my katana. Oh, I forgot about this guy back here. This is a chance to get a great battle axe. Not that I want it, or can even use it at this point. But there it is. White Titanite chunk, not bad. Oh, well, hello there. Did that count as killing that one skeleton? No, okay. Are they coming back? Oh, I guess not. Okay, it counted on both. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't think the timing was right, but why not? This is the way I prefer to come down, not jumping down to Vamos, but I don't know how to get here reliably. I just kind of stumble upon it each and every time I play through this game. I never know exactly what I'm doing in this game. In this section, that is. That's where you fall down. Oh. You know what? I don't need anything up here. Let's stop while we're ahead. Pinwheel's the goal. We want to get through this. Oh. Well, hello there. I didn't know you found me and were following me. Okay, are these guys dying? Yes, awesome. One way to tell if you've actually killed them and they're not going to get right back up is you get souls from them. I got that spiky thing stuck on me. By the way, they can drop the spike thing as a shield. And it's really cool because the shield's R2 is an attack. So, that's pretty nifty. Oh, shoot. Let's go get him now. Okay. These guys are a pain in the ass to farm just because of how closely they aggro with each other. And then I think I can put the rest of my armor back on now. So, moral of today's story, today's episode's story, is be the decision maker. As a general rule, be the decision maker. Be in charge. Make decisions. What do you want to eat? No. Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go get some Italian. Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go get some Mexican. Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go to our usual place. She'll let you know if she really doesn't want it. You make the call. You make the decision. You make it happen. Also, be careful with this one. This one can backfire. Hey, I feel like Mexican. Is that alright with you? I mean, that's okay, but it does sound like you're asking permission. And this is not about being bossy. This is not about, you know, being a man. Oh, I'm the man. I decide everything. You know, F everybody else. I'm in charge. This is about being decisive. One of those things that I think comes from a masculine frame and a masculine sense of energy and a masculine focus is being in charge of yourself and your decisions and what you want to do. And what does not sound like being in charge is that okay with you? So a better way to phrase it is, let's get some Chinese. That gives everyone opportunity to communicate whether they don't want Chinese or not. And, you know, take it from there. 2, 3, 4. Got him. Lovely. And I didn't even realize it, but I just dodged an attack that came at me right there. Mask of the Father. Usually the Mask of the Mother is the best. The Mask of the Mother has the best benefit, in my opinion. Mask of the Father is okay if you need just ever so slightly a bit more equipment load. So, there you go. You can't decide which mask you get, though, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Now, this is where it'd be nice if they dropped the Skull Lantern, but we didn't get one this time. So, and we don't have the light spell, so yeah. Here. Comfort? What? There we go. I can't believe that bounced off my shield because I have a pretty weak shield. Where's the other way to go here? Am I already turned around? Man, that is just... You can see so little in front of you. Oh, shoot. I feel like I'm going to fall off the ledge here. There we go. Okay. Woo! It's dark. Oh, shoot. Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. Oh, yep. Oh, damn. I thought I survived. Oh, well. Nice. He came down and killed himself. Dumb shit. Yeah, the goal of all of it is to be masculine, to make decisions, to be in charge, to make your own. Oh, you know what? Did I miss a bonfire right after the boss? What's going on? I don't remember getting kicked back to the bonfire back there. Is this... What's going on here? Am I confused? I thought there was a bonfire right up there. I must have walked right on by it. We'll see. Please tell me they don't come down here after me. That would be shitty. Nice books, bro. Do you even read? By the way, you see these hanging skeletons? Okay, well, skeletons don't hang like that. When they become a skeleton, nothing holds the bones together. Flesh holds bones together. So skeletons just fall apart when the flesh fades away. Y'all. You know what? I just realized it. Usually, I don't die here. I so rarely die that I usually don't know how this works. What is down here? Anything interesting? I usually don't go this way. Oh. Soul of a proud knight. Just how proud? Let's Estus up. And of course, part of having frame is making decisions. Having decision-making power. There's two things you need to have decision-making power. The ability to make the decision or in a position where you can. And of course, the wherewithal, the courage, the strength, whatever you want to call it, the gumption to make that call. Okay, so I wonder why that other guy took more than 2 hits. That guy only took 2. I might just try to run past them at this rate, because I think it's going to be a pain in the ass to fight again. But we'll see. I believe I can get his attention without the other. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. Throw some Estus on. And go right here. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 not the message. Get on the ladder. By the way, guys, it is possible for the skeletons to drop down here and stop you from using the bonfire. Just be aware of that. I once had 2 of them drop down here at the same time and really throw me for a loop. Ooh, we need 22,000 souls to level up now at this point. That's a lot. Another nice feature would be if they'd made it possible to use items from the bonfire, like to pop souls while sitting at the bonfire, so you don't have to get back up and sit back down. I mean, that's a wishful thinking, would be nice kind of feature, not a necessity by any means. A convenience feature. Pouring myself some more coffee from my French press. All right. Dark coffee. I went out to have brunch with a friend today. I hadn't seen him in a while. We got together. He's a coworker. And I realized just how much I appreciate dark coffee, because we had coffee. It was a little like cafe where we had some brunch. And it was so weak. You know, the coffee was just weak. And I had it straight black and it was weak. So I couldn't imagine putting milk in it and how just pathetic it would have tasted. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, if you're an American, I think in other countries it's standard to have darker blends, but for some reason Americans drink this weak ass shit, and I'm like, it's barely even coffee. I don't know why Americans settle for that garbage. It is just so weak and so bland and has so little flavor. No wonder they fill it full of milk and sugar. I don't mind putting a little milk in it. I like milk. Milk is great, but that's why they load it up with sugar and make it sweet, because it tastes like shit otherwise, you know? I was hoping to get the one without the other. Shit. Yep, I knew, oh, I didn't know that second hit was coming. Oh, here we go! Hang on. Here's, oh shoot. I thought I had that backstab. Oh, I didn't mean to hit her. Oh, shoot. Well, she's aggroed. I'm taking her out. I don't need her anyway. I'd rather have the humanity I get from her, because trust me, that's of more value than her being there and just offering me nothing. But I love the voice actress that does her work. I think she sounds great. There's the covetous silver serpent ring in here. I don't ever remember how to get it. I have to look it up each and every time I do it. But it's a great ring. You get more souls. So if you want to farm souls, it's a good ring to use for that. Where's the other one? Right there. Okay. These are very dangerous. So you want to kill them as quickly as possible. Don't take your time on them, believe me. They hurt pretty bad if they get you. In this game, there are several places where one will pop up behind you and one in front of you. So just deal with them as needed. Oh, if you don't think you're going to be able to get them both at the same time before they get the first hit off, then get out of there. You need to kill them before they get that first hit off, because they tend to stagger you. There we go. We're coming to the end of this episode. Episode 8. Alright. Skull Lantern. I wonder why the Skull Lantern has that stuff coming off. Oh! This is the first time I've ever noticed. I thought the Skull Lantern was just this elongated skull of some strange creature. This is an actual human-like skull, or human skull, and you're holding the hair. Okay, I get it now. I never realized that was hair. I thought that was just the bone structure of the skull. Interesting. Oh, you know what? We need to do this. Kindle this thing. And then after that, we'll call it quits for today. Reverse that Halloween. You want to reverse your Halloween. And then you want to Kindle. Amazon Kindle. There we go. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me again. This episode went by fast. This game can be really fun to play. And just time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Again, today's topic is about deference, not giving deference to women. You're the man. Be the man. Make the decisions. I hope you guys follow me on social media. Facebook, YouTube, not YouTube, sorry. Facebook, Twitter, Gab, and Minds. Twitter's where I do most of my YouTube. Let me see if I can get this right. It's where I do most of my social media stuff. So I do my YouTube stuff on YouTube, obviously. Follow me on Twitter if you're going to follow me anywhere, guys. And as always, with our new phrase, gentlemen, make sure to maintain your frame.